I would have moments when I was attracted to Zach Morris's charisma and the way he could kind of finesse his way through any situation. And I try to apply that in my everyday life.
Yeah.
But then like the athletic jock who also wears a tutu to do ballet is
Right.
also something that I resonate with. So
Gotta respect it.
Did Mark Paul give you any advice with the timeout?
No, you know what? I just went in there and I took charge. I said, nope, I'm gonna do it my own way. No, you know what's funny? I knew he broke the fourth wall, but I didn't realize how similar we almost kind of do it in a sense. So I'm like, maybe there's only one way to actually break that fourth wall and speak to people. But he hasn't told me that I did a bad job, so I think I'm doing pretty good.
Okay, so I mean, you do play a very pivotal character. You play Zach and Kelly's son. So did Mark Paul and Tiffany give you any pointers, any advice, and are any of mannerisms the same that you're kind of picking up?
I think there's little eggs that people find, but I think the whole old cast really let us kind of have our freedom with finding what the new school is and kind of letting our imagination run with that.
So there wasn't one piece of advice that Mark gave you when playing Zach 2.0?
He said, have fun. I remember the first day on set with him, he looked at me and he's like, have fun with it.
You go back and watch old episodes? Because, I mean, you are Jesse's son, so did you go back up and pick up any of her mannerisms to kind of, be just like her?
I did, yeah. It's funny, Jamie is a lot like Jesse in a lot of ways, but he's also a new version of the Spano name. So it was really fun for me and Elizabeth to talk about what growing up would be like and the family dynamic and all that stuff. And Elizabeth has just been amazing on all accounts. She kind of took me under her wing. I had just moved to LA when I got this job. And so she gave me a ton of advice about the industry and about television and all of this great stuff. And I've met her wonderful family. And we kind of just got to dive into the similarities, and they are very similar.
Were you a little starstruck going to set, or did you feel the pressure being like, okay, we know this has to be really good?
I think the whole crew really felt the pressure to have it be, not only good, but do justice to Tracy Wigfield, who wrote it, because she did an amazing job with it. But I think we all had also a freedom within that really created something good.
Yeah. I mean, were you starstruck at all coming onto the show, knowing that, these were such big shoes to fill?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I was starstruck. And sometimes I'm, to this day, a little starstruck, just because, they were part of our childhood, and I don't think that feeling will ever go away. But they're so down to earth, and they welcomed us with open arms, and I couldn't ask for a better, cast to do a reboot to or a reimagined version to, because they're just so helpful. So
were you a little starstruck when you went on set and
I was a little bit. I had a moment with Mark Paul, really, because and even with Elizabeth too, because when I went in for my second callback, Elizabeth was in the room, and I just remember seeing her on the couch and being like, that's Elizabeth,
Yeah.
Yeah.